And you said it vaguely, but I mean, was there anything specific that was either, I don't know, written, reported, vlogged, or whatever that maybe you felt some kind of way about that you had to step back for a while and before you would talk to him?
Well, like I said, the focus is on what's going on in the task here, my job. And I wanted to make sure that that was clear. There are no distractions, nothing about dispelling anything, nothing about going back and forth, nothing about calling out one person or another, not even to refer to you guys as pawns.
Y'all already know what time it is.
I'm a New York baby. Like you're a step to LA. They know a nigga getting paid. They all know me round the way. I'm a New York baby. The way that I walk, the way that I talk. I'm a New York baby. The way that I walk, the way that I talk. I'm a New York baby. Like you're a step to LA. They know a nigga getting paid. They all know me round the way. I'm a New York baby. The way that I walk, the way that I talk. I'm a New York baby. The way that I walk, the way that I talk. She a LA baby, but when it came from NY, she tied up.
It's BD Gang TV. Yeah, back with another reaction video, man. We gonna have to get on Kyrie ass today, man. My subscribers, y'all like when I get on this nigga, you feel me? We got Stephen A. and Max react to Kyrie Irving speaking to the media. So he spoke to the media for the first time, you feel me? And honestly, I ain't understand nothing this man said. And some of y'all be like, yo, he's woke, you feel me? But I felt like he was, doing this word salad shit. Like he was just going around in circles and he ain't taking no accountability for nothing. Like he just wanted it to be over. That's what I heard, you feel me? But we gonna see what Max and Stephen A gotta say, man. Let's get into the video. And I'll punch him.
I hate to do it because Kyrie came out and was basically sending a message, hey guys, I'm not coming with malice. Let's get along. Like I'm not trying to diss anybody or say anything. I'm just trying to do my job. Can we just get along? But I got to say it because you're asking me point blank, is he making sense? Nope, he's not making sense. I'm not sure what he means. I don't know what idea he was trying to articulate.
Well, yeah, that's what he said too. He said that he don't want to talk to pawns, you feel me? That was the whole thing. Like, and he's basically talking about them. So, And let's get into it.
I understand he doesn't want distractions, but in fact, stonewalling the media creates more distractions. And then when he went off on this thing about artists and platforms safe and secure, let's break this down for a second. Before we even get to whether basketball players and artists, because I think you can absolutely make a case they are, that art is kind of like what they've achieved at a certain point.
Basketball players are artists, though, guys. Like, the way how crafty, there's a lot of people that's more crafty than not. Kyrie Irving is probably the best artist in the league, though. I'm not even going to front. He's crafty as hell. Ball handling, wizard. Y'all know, man.
When he says safe and secure, is he talking about health? Is he talking about COVID? Is he talking about some physical danger? I didn't think so, but maybe because it was unclear what he said, as I frequently find when he speaks in public or releases these statements. I don't find it clear. So let's assume for a second that he's not talking about.
See, I thought I was bugging. Like, he ain't say nothing. Like, in that video, he ain't say nothing. He ain't really saying anything.
A safe and secure platform for an artist. Let's say he's talking about some other kind of safe and secure thing, like the way college sophomores might talk about PC safe spaces, right? Something like that. I mean, if that's the case, Kyrie, I got no problem with Kyrie considering himself an artist. If you watch him play, you know that's just, you know it when you see it. That guy is amazing to watch. And if you want to say he elevates basketball to art, I get it. I agree. But when artists put out self-expression, examples of their self-expression into the world, they express themselves here. Here's what I got. That's open to interpretation, criticism, critique. It's not all just like positivity or whatever Kyrie thinks it's supposed to be about. There will be a lot of it about his play because it's sensational. Kyrie might be the best show in sports, but there's also going to be critique of it. And if that means that it's not a safe and secure platform for an artist, then we just disagree. But Stephen A., as is usually the case when Kyrie puts out a statement, I don't find it a clear statement with which I can definitively say that I disagree with this, because I'm not sure that's what he meant. If he's talking about being physically safe and secure because of COVID, Kyrie, I'm with you. If you're talking about this other...
Kyrie's a mind to me. Like, it's like, he took this society stuff, like, oh, society shouldn't care about how people feel about me, or like, I shouldn't care about how anybody else think I'm gonna be me regardless. That's fine. That's true. You feel me? But it also is both ways. It's vice versa. You feel me? So if you can go out and say something about somebody in the media, then the media could come and talk about you, bro. Like, and everybody else could come talk. Like, everybody's, entitled to their own opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he did that, and then he went and said something about, like, oh, Kevin Durant, this is the first time that motherfucker can make that shot too. Like, and then when you pull up the stats, LeBron is more clutcher than KD. You feel me? So I don't know what this little nigga talking about. You feel me? That's y'all mans though. Y'all be in the comments defending this nigga. He be saying some wild shit talking about he don't want to coach. He think everybody, me and KD are the coach. What are you talking about, bro?
Thing, then
Smack the shit out of you
if I'm understanding you correctly, I just disagree based on the content of your point.
I don't mean it the way that Kyrie would probably take it, but I hope he's listening when I say this.
Talk that shit.
Somebody he respected and loved and idolized was Kobe Bryant. I don't think Kobe Bryant would be happy about some of the convoluted things that you just alluded to. And I only mean that respectfully towards Kyrie Irving in this sense. Whatever you have to say, be clear, as you said, Max. Not cryptic, not ambiguous or anything like that. Be clear. That's all I'm talking about when I talk about Kobe Bryant would be disappointed. Max Kellerman, you worked in L.A. We all know how I knew Kobe and the media knew Kobe. Kobe was one of the most articulate brothers, one of the most brilliant brothers you would ever find. And you could...
No doubt about
it. I got Kobe right here, bro. With me, Mamba mentality 24/8. I don't know if you're gonna see it, Got. You feel me? That man, Kobe, his mentality is brilliant, and it's just dog, like, lion type shit, like, him and Jordan, you feel me? That's why y'all, you feel me? Y'all want LeBron to have it, but some niggas you can't give it to, you feel me? So you just gotta be born with that shit. LeBron don't got that, you feel me? I could say that. Some of y'all, you feel me? Y'all got y'all favorite players, and y'all niggas just be on they, you feel me? Y'all be wildin', like, y'all don't see no wrong in these niggas. Like Kyrie, for example. Y'all don't see no wrong in what this man be saying. Like, statements is all types of wrong. Like,
could dispute
Sky
what
high
he was
IQ,
saying or
crystal
whatever.
clear.
Hold on. But what you could never dispute about Kobe Bryant is that you didn't understand what he was saying. He was very clear in his messages. We might not like what Kevin...
I just said that, bro. Like, he's not... It wasn't... Yo, I thought I was really bugging. He was not clear in that statement, bro. Like, I'm gonna have this statement in the beginning of the video, too. You feel me? He was not clear. If any of y'all can tell me what he said, tell me what he said then. You feel me? He ain't say nothing. He ain't say no accountability, no nothing. That's why I don't like light-skinned niggas.
Here in his messages. We might not like what Kevin Durant says sometimes. He's very clear in his messages. We might debate about what LeBron James is saying from time to time. Russell Westbrook, they're very clear in what they're saying.
They let niggas know how they feel and what's going on. They don't beat around the bush. Kyrie is a... Y'all know what I'm about to say.
The issue with Kyrie
female
Irving is not only does he not appear to be clear, but also he's taking it to levels that it doesn't need to be taken. You wanted to make sure there were no distractions. What possible distraction did you expect on media day to start an NBA season? Obviously, people are there to talk to you about basketball. Now, there are things going on in the life of Kyrie Irving that transcend the sports. And I totally understand that.
Y'all be trying to act like he's a victim too. These niggas all go through that media shit, bro. Every player in NBA history went through this media shit. Like in one of my other reactions, Bill Russell and them had to go through the racism and all that. Like, come on, yo. Y'all acting like this man is a victim. Like, they been doing this. Like, you either answer questions or you don't. You see how Westbrook, John Wall, they be like, no comment, no comment. This nigga he wanna be
And because of that, there are things that are significantly more important to him than just basketball. We should appreciate and understand that, particularly with the year that we have had. Kyrie Irving is right about that. But the point is, when it comes to your job, that's the only reason the media was there. So when you say you don't want to talk, then somebody is looking at you like, well, you don't want to talk about basketball? Well, that happens to be your job. And you have a contractual obligation to talk about the sport. I don't believe he has a contractual obligation to talk about anything else. And whatever he wants to talk about is his business. And whatever he wants to do, so long as it's legal, is his business. And whatever he wants to be preoccupied with is his business. I support Kyrie Irving on that. All I'm saying is, when it comes to basketball, that's what you get paid an average of $35 million to play. That is your job. And the media is there to cover you as the basketball player. So if you look down on them, not saying he is or isn't, but if you're looking down on somebody because they want to talk to you about basketball, then essentially you're lamenting the job that you signed on to produce.
Right.
And that doesn't seem to make sense.
Look, the bottom line
and
is,
somebody has to tell them that respectfully.
yo, all y'all Kyrie lovers, make it make sense though. Like, make it make sense. All his statements is like, when you bring the stats out, is like, yo, what are you talking about? You feel me? The shit he said about Steve Nash, I don't know too much about it, but it was something about like, we don't need a coach, or we, like, you know, me and KD could be coaches. He's trying to follow what LeBron is doing. Like, LeBron is a legit coach, GM, all that shit. You cannot act like LeBron, bro. Like, he's mad jealous of LeBron. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, LeBron and AD, they're more of leaders. You feel me? LeBron been a leader all his, you feel me? Kyrie's not no leader, bro. Like, all about himself. Like, and KD definitely not a leader, you feel me? There's certain niggas that's not lead. Kawhi is not a leader, you feel me? That's why they having problems right now. Like, Paul George is not even a leader like that. That's why the Clippers need a Rondo. Like, these only leaders can make statements like this, bro. Like, you are about yourself. Don't be talking about who's coach or who's not. Steve Nash is the fucking coach of the Brooklyn Nets, nigga, not you.
The bottom line is, Michelangelo, anyone, you know, the greatest artists through history. If Kyrie wants to call himself an artist, again, I'm not pushing back against that. You watch Kyrie playing basketball.
He is an artist.
If he wants to say, I'm an artist, I'm with it, Kyrie.
Nice.
I agree with that. That's right. And you know what? When an artist creates work, it will be scrutinized, criticized, critiqued, analyzed. People will think it's beautiful, and they'll have a lot of good things to say about it, and they will also have things that you will consider not positive or negative. That is the nature of art. So Kyrie, it seems to me, is he needs to grow up with respect to this issue. He can't control everything. He can't control people's reactions. There's always going to be criticism.
Yes.
And his job right now is to win a championship.
There's always gonna be criticism. Y'all acting like this man is a victim. They criticize LeBron, they criticize KD, they criticize Kawhi, they criticize everybody in the league, bro. Anybody that's doing something good, you're gonna get criticized. It's part of the game, it's part of life, bro. So don't act like this nigga going through some shit. Like, these niggas make me sick, boy. Paul George make me sick too. He's another one. Like, he was out there making mad jokes about Damian Lillard, but then when shit started coming to him, is all this depression shit. He want to pull a depression card. Like, niggas, suck my, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, but yo, let me know what videos y'all want me to react to, man. Like, comment, subscribe, leave your opinions down below, man.